Concerning the camera, some very strange behavior. So, based on the mainboard reading, the mainboard may not always be true, but so better double check it. Strange connection. The red wire will be positive, the black wire will be negative, according to the mainboard label. And the white and yellow should be one of the data, one of the signal. One of the data should be the basic camera, which is the signal. The other one, data may be concerning the Wi-Fi control. So this camera can both be a Wi-Fi. It has no SD card slot. So if you connect up to the signal, either the white or yellow one, you should be able to control your third-party camera. One of the odd strange behavior is they disconnect the negatives of the camera. And where the negatives go, you may ask, the negatives go straight to the battery's negatives, which is not illegal. No. You see the black wire, but very, very suspicious. There where the negatives go, that would drain power from the main batteries. We could point it back to the negatives of the camera. It might be, I don't know. This is the mainboard. The mainboard so far has no damper, we discover. Now, voltage ground. One of the signal may be specified to Wi-Fi. There is another slot next to it. Look. I wonder what that is. You say ground signal, SDA2VB. This craft has some other functions other than the mainboard. Look fascinating, extremely stable. The camera antenna is two connections as a ground connection. Wi-Fi modules. Very great camera. So the camera negative is wire back to negatives, its original position. Maybe due to interference, maybe they want to introduce interference. That's why they hold it up to the main power negatives. We do not know. Maybe we will introduce interference. Hold it back to the original negatives. Alternative connections is linked to the very back of the craft. Voltage, negative, voltage, positive. The battery has 3 slots. 2 are the same. Negatives, and then positives. So there is just a fancy way to rearrange it. We still do not find the camera. We have voltage, ground, 2 signal. And next to it, I think we do not know what this is. SCL, SBA, 2VB. Another one should read ground, but G, there is wire everywhere. One wrong move would toast it. GN1 or some sort, GND. That may be the basic camera. That's what I'm looking for. GN1, BN1. It looked ground to me. SCL, what SC? That's the adrenal code. We still do not have the camera, and we risk a little. We seal the chips. We might not. We might not advise to seal the chips, but what the heck? I seal the chips. Maybe I seal the other one too. Maybe I should not seal it. Seal is they are too fragile to me. So we're still looking for the camera. SCL, it looked like a signal to me. Ground. Is those two ground connected? So we will test it out. There's nothing changes. It's just this craft have no damper. The mainboard just fixed on the bottoms of the craft. I'm going to strengthen the Wi-Fi signal a little. Both the camera antenna has been strengthened. I should not advise to place the antenna straight near the camera main board, but we do not have space. The main 2.4 gig antenna also strengthened. The length does not seem to have effect on the antenna. So 2.4 gig radio waves is believed to be harmful to humans. And we will test this setup. We still do not have the camera connection yet. We intended to use other than a Wi-Fi camera, we want to use a basic camera, but we do not have this signal wire. Signal wire may be up there. We do not know where it is. So we will close the box and test the craft with a new connection and an antenna. Intentional codecs into the XT1 Wi-Fi camera. This one, if you hold it up properly, red for positive, black for negatives, white and yellow for signal, specifically the negatives, the craft would not work. Intentionally coded into the mainboard. Instead, the negatives is hooked up to the main power. A little bit of shadows now. That's the only way. I'll try to hook it up negative to the LED. The LED voltage is around 2 volt. Would not work. So you are advised to not to handle the ground, the negatives, in another manner. Smart.